Judaism is part of who I am, and this temple is a big part of how I got here. Some of my fondest, earliest memories are in this room. As a toddler, when I ran up to the bima during services, Rabbi Haddon didn't shoo me away. Instead, he picked me up and held me. I knew from a very young age that temple was my second home. My entire childhood was enriched by the steady and constant presence of the congregation, staff, and clergy. Cantor Debbie, in particular, cultivated my love of stitching, Israeli dance, Jewish song, and holiday celebrations. At temple, I always felt welcome, loved, cared about, and that I belonged. Our Jewish community greeted me with smiles and open arms. Outside of the temple in my home, however, I was excluded from nearly everything that brought me joy. As many of you know, I am transgender and transitioned at age 6. Where I was shunned elsewhere because I was different, here I was embraced for who I was. Compassion and caring reigned supreme. Adults at the temple seemed to gravitate towards me. At least that's how it felt to me. I know for sure that they lavished love on me, especially Cantor Debbie. Because I felt safe and loved, I felt happy here, and still do. Coming to Friday night services was and still remains the bright spot in my week, and what I look forward to. Before COVID, chatting with fellow congregants at the Onegs, singing at services, and simply hanging out at the temple led me to build meaningful connections. I developed extra special connections with some of the senior citizens in the congregation. Maybe their perspective from life made them especially welcoming. Marge Wallach became a local grandmother to me. We would sit together during services and sometimes do little spot outings outside of the temple. When I became a bat mitzvah, many of the Friday night regulars attended the service and celebration. It was nice to see so many friendly faces at the Shabbat morning service. From Tot Shabbat to Temple Tots with Aaron and Judy, to sounding the shofar, lighting the candles, reading the prayers from the bima, attending religious school, to singing with the adult choir, I learned what it meant to be included. When I transitioned, the congregation did not exclude me, not for a minute, not for a second, but rather seemed to transition with me. I felt welcomed with open arms. The continued sense of belonging and connection, even as I grew more confident in my path, helped me continue to find and accept myself. It also inspired me to find ways to include others and help make my sacred home even more welcoming in large and small ways. I hope and do think that my efforts to increase inclusiveness may have in turn sparked others to do the same. From Pride Shabbat and our temple's participation at Pride in the Park and the stage programs focus on inclusion for all, to smaller things like always having a pride flag on the bima, having the Pride Torah cover that I made with Suzanne Sunday used during Pride Month, and the rabbi emphasizing all are welcome during a service. Our congregation is sending a message loud and clear that Judaism is about inclusion. The emphasis on inclusion at Congregation Shir Shalom has become a model for other organizations and groups in our community. If only everyone felt as comfortable all the time as I feel when I am here. Over the past 15 years, I have learned that Judaism transcends temple and prayers. Judaism is about inclusion, accepting myself and others for who we are, as well as being created in the image of God. I am so grateful to Rabbi Haddon, Rabbi Reiner, Cantor Debbie, Kochko Gray, the staff and congregants at Congregation Shir Shalom. I say with all my heart on this holy day, thank you for being my Jewish journey and inspiring my Jewish future.